You scroll, you post, and then you wait. You wait for the notifications, the likes, the comments, the tiny signs that someone out there approves of you. We've all been there. And yeah, that momentary buzz of validation feels good. It feels like certainty, like proof that we matter. But what if that feel good is actually a slow poison? What if every time you depend on someone else's approval, you're giving away a piece of your identity, your confidence, your creativity, and your happiness? Because the truth is this: when you outsource your worth, you become powerless, and the cost of that dependency is far higher than you think. Today, we're going deep into the psychology of external validation, why we crave it, how it rewires our brain, and how it silently destroys our potential without us noticing. Let's begin. We live in a world where attention is currency, where likes equal acceptance, where silence equals rejection, where we constantly compare our behind the scenes to everyone else's highlight reel. And slowly, whether we realize it or not, we start adjusting ourselves, our personality, our choices, our dreams, just to fit into what we think people will approve of. We think, if they like it, it must be good. If they don't, it must be bad. If nobody reacts, maybe I shouldn't even try. This mindset creates a trap. You stop living your life and start performing it. And the worst part is, it doesn't happen suddenly. It happens quietly, drip by drip, like a leak you don't notice until the room is flooded. Let me show you what I mean. Think about the projects you've abandoned, the dreams you postponed, the ideas you never shared, not because they weren't good, not because you weren't capable, but because deep down, you feared people wouldn't approve. Maybe you didn't start a YouTube channel because a friend might tease you. Maybe you didn't post your art because you feared getting only 2 likes. Maybe you didn't change career because your parents wouldn't get it. Maybe you didn't speak in that meeting because you were afraid of being judged. And just like that, potential goes unpaid. Dreams accumulate dust, and the debt grows silently. External validation acts like a psychological tax. Every time you let someone else's opinion dictate your choices, you pay a fee with your authenticity, your confidence, and your growth. And this isn't just philosophy, it's biology. When someone likes what you do, your brain releases dopamine, the same chemical that fires when you win money, eat sugar, or take drugs. It reinforces the behavior, so you chase it again, and again, and again. Before long, you're not doing things because you love them. You're doing them because you want the dopamine hit that comes from approval. You become dependent. And dependency has a cost. You stop trusting your intuition. You stop experimenting. You become afraid to fail. You become afraid to succeed. You become afraid to be seen. The fear of judgment kills more dreams than failure ever will. Imagine this. You have an idea, a video, a project, a business. You feel excitement for a moment. You start thinking about possibilities. But then, a shadow appears. What will they think? Will they laugh? What if nobody likes it? What if I fail publicly? What if I'm not good enough? Suddenly, the excitement turns into anxiety. The idea dies, not because it wasn't good, but because it wasn't safe. This is a psychological paralysis, a prison made not of metal, but of imagined opinions. You don't move, you don't create, you don't express, you freeze, waiting for permission. This is the cost of external validation. You trade your authenticity for approval, and in the process, you lose both. When you rely on approval, you start censoring yourself. You post only what you think people want. You say only what people expect. You create only what feels safe. Your voice becomes quieter. Your ideas become smaller. Your dreams become diluted. And the worst part? You don't even realize it's happening. You think you're being realistic, respectful, or smart. But deep down, you're hiding. Not from the world, but from your potential. It's a tragic cycle. You censor yourself. You don't improve. You don't grow. You don't become who you could be. Your greatest potential remains locked inside you, waiting for a key that will never come from someone else. Because external validation was never designed to unlock your potential. It was designed by algorithms to keep you scrolling. Let's be clear. Social media isn't inherently bad. Approval isn't inherently toxic. The danger comes when your worth becomes tied to a number on a screen. Algorithms are built to maximize time spent, not self-worth. They feed you content that triggers comparison, insecurity, and craving for validation, because insecurity keeps you scrolling. You begin to live reactively. Post, wait, refresh, compare, repeat. Your happiness becomes numerical. Your mood becomes statistical. Your identity becomes conditional. And slowly, you lose touch with yourself. External validation isn't the problem. Dependence on it is. The real transformation begins when you shift from, "Do they like me?" to, "Do I like who I am becoming?" From, "What will they think?" to, "What do I think?" From, "I need approval to act," to, "I act because it aligns with my values." Here's how to break the cycle. 1. Do one thing daily that nobody else sees. Journaling, brainstorming, practicing, anything that exists outside the spotlight. This builds self-trust. 2. Create something you don't post, make it for you. This heals your relationship with creativity. 3. Notice when you seek approval before you act. Awareness is the first step to independence. 4. Practice being misunderstood. Not everyone will get you. That's normal. Freedom comes when you stop needing them to. 5. Choose authenticity over applause. The right people will connect with the real you. The wrong people don't matter. Imagine a version of yourself who acts boldly without waiting for approval, who creates freely without fear, who speaks honestly without hiding, who moves toward dreams without apologizing. That version of you exists, but you can't meet them if you keep living for everyone else. External validation is a cheap replacement for self-worth, and the longer you chase it, the further you run from the person you're meant to become. So the question is, are you ready to stop outsourcing your worth? If this message hit you, take one step today that isn't for likes, approval, or applause. Do it just for you. And if you're ready to break free from external validation and build confidence from the inside out, subscribe. This community is here to help you become the strongest, most authentic version of yourself. See you in the next one.